Hey there, everyone. What is going on? As always, I'm Bobithin, and we're actually here on my channel today instead of the Cold Takes podcast channel, where we are going to do a tier list video. This time, we are looking at Disney Channel and Nickelodeon shows from when we grew up. There's some here after our time that we haven't seen, really, but we are going to discuss all these shows as you can see them in the bottom down below. There's only one you can't see, and it's called I Didn't Do It. Actually never heard of it, so it is what it is. But we are going to follow similar rules as we always do, and this one's going to be tough. We are only putting 5 shows in Goated. Only 5. So that's going to be tough because these have some really good shows on it. There are a couple missing that I wish were on here. One specifically is Life with Derek, one of my favorite shows growing up.
Oh, yeah. That
was
good.
And I don't know if that was a common show or if it was just a Canadian show, because I know it took place in London, Ontario.
And, there were a lot of like Canadian Disney because they have to, right?
Yeah, so I don't think we'll see some of those on here, but we have all the most popular ones. And we're gonna start with I don't think any of us have seen the first 2. We got, I think, that Bunked or Dunked.
Bunked and Casey Undercover.
I haven't seen either. They're going right. I haven't seen.
Yeah, neither have I.
Okay, here's a tough one. I want to put it in Goated.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah, there's not room with the others, though.
Yeah.
There's not room, yeah. With only 5?
Yeah, we have iCarly. One of my favorite shows. It was good.
Spencer carried the show. Spencer and Gibby.
Also, the first online podcast. They started the trend.
It wasn't even really a podcast. They just had like...
It was Twitch, essentially. Yeah,
they live streamed.
It was an online web show. Started it. Revolutionized it. It has to be must watch. It can't go anywhere lower than must watch. I don't know for you, Zach or Roy, but...
I put must watch, yeah.
Yeah, must watch.
Okay, next up, we have another Goated show.
Proud Family is sick.
Great show. I actually watched the first episode of this show the other day, and it still holds up. Show's great. The movie is even better when they go to the island and saw the Peanut characters. They were the Minions before the Minions were a thing. Another show I think has to go in must watch.
Yeah, I put it the same. I mean, Goated is if there were more spots in Goated, I would put it in. But
both of these would have gotten Goated. Yeah. And following, I have actually sat here since Zach kind of left to go do something before we started recording. But I have sat here since I've sent this list to try and determine where I'm putting this next show. It is one of my all-time favorite shows. It has one of the best theme songs of all time. I'm going to, for now, put it in the top of must watch.
Yeah, I did the same because it's great.
I'm going to consider putting it in Goated later on. There are just too many good shows on this list. And Danny Phantom's just great. What about you, Roy? Did you ever watch Danny Phantom?
I watched it a bit. I didn't watch it that much, thoh.
That's fair. It was one I made sure.
Oh, it was so good. Yeah.
And the video game where you get to be
Danny
Phantom, Spongebob.
Yes, I know exactly what game you're talking about.
SpongeBob,
I don't know what it's called though.
Neither do I. Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner. You get to be the 4 of them and rotate between the characters. Amazing. And Danny Phantom, you could go through stuff. So like if you're stuck on a level, you could just teleport through the wall and figure out where to go. Game's Goated. Next up, another one that is going to be tough. Rugrats.
For me, I loved Rugrats as a kid. I'm putting it in must watch, but I loved Rugrats as a kid. Like my guy Pickle.
So am I tripping while looking at this list? Or is Fairly Odd Parents not on this list?
No, it is. It is.
It is.
Bottom right.
Bottom right. Oh, I see it. Yes, thank you. Okay. Rugrats is going in must watch. It is going behind. It's actually probably going the lowest on my must watch right now. Because I think iCarly and Proud Family are better. Have you seen Big City Greens?
I've never even heard of it. I
No.
haven't seen, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
So next up, I think for myself at least,
First goated.
the first goated show, Drake and Josh. Without Drake and Josh, I don't think iCarly's a show. I don't think that she got the publicity she would have needed to have the show. She did a great job as Megan on the show, but Drake and Josh, there are just so many quotable lines now. There are so many quotable episodes. This man hit Oprah Winfrey with a goddamn car. This show, they built a treehouse, didn't have a door to get out.
My favorite is Crazy Steve watching Dora at the party. And
Yes.
he's sitting there and she's like, where do we go? He's like, I don't know, Dora. You're the one with the map. He's like screaming at the TV. My favorite
Are you
quote.
calling me a liar? Well, I ain't calling you a truther.
Yeah.
It's a great show. I don't think there's anything bad about it, and it's just held up. One thing is, I would love to see it on a streaming platform so I can watch it again.
It was on Netflix for a while.
Yeah, but they were so spotty. They didn't have all the episodes. They didn't. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what this next show is.
Neither do I.
So
I remember seeing that guy, but I don't know what it's from.
I'm gonna throw it in. Haven't seen Girl Meets World. Have either of you had a chance to watch it? I know Boy Meets World was popular.
I've seen Boy Meets World. I haven't watched Girl Meets World.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
I was sitting in my living room and my niece was talking about Girl Meets World with her friend, and she said, "Yeah, there's some dumb old show that like this carried on. Like it's so much better than the original." And I looked at her and I'm like, first off, not true. Second of all, have you seen the original? And she's like, no, but like this one's better. And I'm like, what? So that's going in, haven't watched. This next one I didn't know existed. I actually talked about it just before we hopped on. Rugrats All Grown Up. Have you guys seen it?
I haven't, but it sounds interesting.
I think I've seen like a episode of it or something.
Yeah, I have no interest, to be honest.
It's a little... I forget what happens.
Next up, we got Loud House. Have you heard of it? Seen it?
Nope.
Okay, then we move on to Hey Arnold. Good show.
Goated.
You're not putting Hey Arnold in goated.
No, but it's definitely going in must watch. Hey Arnold is sick. Original football head.
I'm gonna put Hey Arnold in enjoyable. I enjoyed it, but I don't think it was must watch.
I don't think I watched it enough to put it in must watch.
Right?
So
right?
good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, come on. My girl Helga? Come on.
Worst part is I can picture her when you say her name.
The blonde pigtails?
Yeah.
Yes.
The bully.
Okay, next up we have Liv and Maddie. I have seen sporadic episodes of this show, but I'm not going to say I've seen it enough to put it in any of the tiers. I'm going to put it in haven't seen because I've seen it sporadically.
I haven't seen any of it, but isn't it? She like plays twins or something like that, right? It's like the same girl.
Yeah. Next up, we have a good show, in my opinion. With Sunny with a Chance.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in enjoyable. It's okay.
I like Demi Lovato. Definitely think she did a good job in the role. But nothing will recover her from Camp Rock 2, the worst movie of all time.
Camp Rock 2 is awful.
Yeah, and
Camp Rock.
Yeah,
Camp Rock.
Camp Rock.
That's the worst.
Roy, have you seen any of Sunny with a Chance?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Not much though.
Okay, next up, I don't know about you. I don't care what you have to say. Phineas and Ferb is a goated show. It is going in my goated tier.
That's facts.
It does have the greatest theme song of all time. It beats out Danny Phantom. It beats out Drake and Josh, both with great theme songs. The Phineas and Ferb theme song is the greatest theme song of all time.
And they've got bangers too, not just the theme song.
Right? Ain't Got Rhythm.
Yeah, Rhythm is the best song.
Yeah, Ain't Got Rhythm is so good. I watched it recently with my niece.
Squirrels in my pants.
Yeah, squirrels.
Sim.
Squirrels.
SIMP, squirrels in my pants.
Yeah, great show. There's nothing bad I can say about Phineas and Ferb. Actually, the other day we were talking at dinner, and my niece asked me if I had seen the movie, and then she's like, "Can I tell you about it?" And I'm like, No, I'm going to watch the movie. Leave me alone. Didn't you watch it, Zach?
No, but it's
thought you did.
no. I think about it.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we got Ant Farm. You guys get a chance to watch it. This was rated. Go ahead.
Right at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've seen like maybe 10 episodes or so.
And I like her. I can't remember her name.
Isn't it China or something like that?
Yeah. She's also in Hubie Halloween.
Yes.
Happy Halloween.
Great movie.
That's
Ooh,
goated.
That's something we can do. We're off track here for a second, but that's a list we can do for the podcast channel, ranking all the Adam Sandler
movies.
Yes. So I'm gonna put Ant Farm in enjoyable because I did like it.
I just put it in haven't seen because I've only seen a bit of it.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Next up, Lizzie McGuire. Zach and I are very hit and miss on this show. I don't think you liked it.
I just I watched it a bit, but I didn't like it, so I just didn't end up really watching it.
It's going to the top of my enjoyable. I am very, very upset they canceled the reboot, the relaunch of her as an adult. I know there was issues with Disney didn't want to portray it as her as an adult, wanted her kids, like it to be her kids. She wanted it to be her, and they just couldn't come to a deal.
I would put it in trash because I didn't like it, but it's not really trash.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just gonna put it in haven't seen because
I think I have my first trash show here.
Shake It Up is garbage. I'm gonna put it in trash as well.
I've never watched it.
So
it's so trash.
So you got the start of one very controversial figure in Bella Thorne, and then you got the start of one of my favorite actors right now, Zendaya. Zendaya's great. And I just think this show was utter nonsense.
The dance, they're like a dance partnership or something.
And that's all I'm really gonna. I don't think it deserves any more of our time. So Random. Have you seen it?
Never heard of it.
I didn't even know they did a Sunny with a Chance spinoff. That's
weird. That's what it is?
Yeah, because remember Sunny with a Chance, they had So Random was their skit show, and then they had the they had the drama show. I don't know what it was called, something Falls or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, next up, we have a great show. Then if we, I know you don't like it.
I put it in enjoyable.
If there was enough,
That's So Raven. I love that.
If there were more goated spots, I would actually put it in goated. But I'm looking at the rest of the list, and it's just not possible. That's So Raven is going in must watch. And if the spinoff was on here, I would put Corey in the House right beside it.
Yeah, I liked Corey in the House more than That's So Raven.
That's fair. Okay, next up is Phil of the Future. This show confused me.
I never watched it.
Oh, I used to watch every episode of this.
It was on after Wizards of Waverly Place and stuff, and then I just wouldn't watch it.
I'm going to put it in enjoyable. Roy, did you ever watch it?
Yeah, but I don't really remember it much.
I know they were from the year 3000. And I just know the CGI was god awful. But I liked the show. It was enjoyable. Next up, we got Empire's New School.
So good. It is a spin-off of Empire's New Groove.
The show
not Empire.
Sorry, Emperor's New Groove.
Star Wars.
And I agree with Zach. It's going to must watch.
Yeah, it's such a good show.
Did you ever see any of it, Roy?
I watched the movie.
Yeah,
and I also played the one video game all the time. I had this computer game of it.
That's fair. Okay, this is gonna be these next two are going to be the toughest decision I think on this list.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's enough space for Hannah Montana personally.
I don't either.
No, there's not. No.
Yeah, but it's so good.
It's so good, and I think Hannah Montana's gonna go right behind Danny Phantom, ahead of iCarly, behind Danny Phantom.
Right ahead of That's So Raven.
That's where you put it?
But my That's So Raven's at the top.
Yeah, I have Hannah Montana at the top too of must watch. Yeah.
So next up, though, we go to PCA Academy. The home of the pear phone. The home of Chase's love.
It's already in my goated.
Okay. I think Zoe 101 deserves a goated slot.
Nah.
I mean, there's a lot of good shows later, too. That's the thing.
I already know my other 3.
Yeah, you know what?
I haven't really looked through yet, so.
I can't do it.
You know what? Yeah, it's going at the top.
I can't do it. It's got to go the top of must watch.
Yeah.
It's going ahead of Danny Phantom.
But here's the thing: when I was a kid, I was like looking forward to Zoe 101, like because it was like drama. I was like, oh, I need to know. Yeah. And then they just canceled it, and my heart was broken.
She got pregnant.
Yeah, I know. But
and then they said they were gonna bring they did the future episode like.
Where they dug up the
time capsule.
Up the time capsule.
Yeah. But it's just that's such a tough show to do. Okay.
Yeah, maybe if it went on longer, like if it.
I can't even read this name. Something whenever.
Best friends whenever.
Okay, that's going and never seen. We got to talk about this next show.
And now we're back to goated.
We got to talk about this next show.
I see
it's going and enjoyable for me.
Wow.
I don't think it's much better than that. I honestly think Big Time Rush is one of the most overrated shows from our childhood.
Oh, they made straight bangers.
They had good songs. I could not give a flying fuck about this show.
I remember they had like so many of those like band shows. Like there was like the
Jonas. You guys remember? Do you remember
the Naked Brothers Band?
Naked Brothers Band was my next question. Naked Brothers Band.
Many of those like band shows.
Yeah. Actually, I'm shocked Jonas isn't on here. Oh, it is. I'm dumb. I'm looking right at it. But no, I think I put it enjoyable. Where did you guys put it?
I put it in must watch.
I got it in. You know what? No, it's a must watch.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we go. We talked about how Drake and Josh launched one career. Zoe 101 launched another with Victoria Justice in Victorious. I'm putting Victorious in must watch.
Oh, you're not going to say it didn't launch Ariana Grande's career?
Yeah, but I don't think her singing
more than
started
Victoria.
there. I'm talking how Zoe 101 launched Victorious.
Man, Ariana Grande was hella annoying on the show though.
Yeah,
Man.
She got her own spinoff.
Cat and Sam.
Cat and Sam, man.
I
mean, it also had the girl that's in Dynasty now, Elizabeth Gillies.
Yes. She played Jade.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember, and I see the clip on TikTok all the time of Ariana Grande being a gold digger on the show, and she goes up to Sinjin and goes, "Hey Sinjin, you got a credit card?" He's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Now you got a girlfriend. Let's go shopping." I'm just like, oh my god. So yeah, I definitely think it's got to go in must watch.
Really? I didn't really watch it that much, to be honest.
Oh, I watched it so much more. I think in grade 12, I binge watched the show. And I liked it.
Put it in enjoyable.
Okay.
I didn't really watch it that much.
Keenan and Keel. You see it?
Keenan and Kel.
Kel?
It's
it's a little
Never
before our
seen it.
time.
Yeah, I know people love the show, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, it was before us. It's with the guy from SNL, Kenan Thompson.
Okay, yeah.
That's what he's been on SNL forever. And,
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
have you seen Good Burger?
Yes, it's on here though.
It's them too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good Burger's a movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what this next one is. I can't read it, but the face has me scared.
Cousin Skeeter.
Okay, well that's a
Cousin Skeeter.
Yeah.
So next up, we got Jessie, which I've actually been watching more recently because my nieces are watching it, and I like it.
Jessie's definitely enjoyable for me.
Yeah. I mean, Sweet Life's the only reason this girl has a job going forward.
Oof.
Her as Bailey Pickett.
I don't think I ever watched Jessie.
Yeah.
And it was like at the end of when we started watching. Like stopped watching.
It was literally like right after Sweet Life on Deck ended.
Yeah.
Which isn't on here. They only have Sweet Life. Next
On Deck
up,
is better than Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
hot take. I disagree.
No.
You don't agree either, is that or Roy?
Oh, come on.
No.
Yes. Okay. Next up, we got Cat Dog. Great show.
Goated.
Unfortunately, I can't put it in Goated.
No,
it is going in
can't,
must watch.
It's definitely a must watch. Cat Dog.
Okay, I can't tell what this is. Is it Jonas the Barbarian?
Dave the Barbarian.
Dave?
It was a Nickelodeon show. I
know what it is. I've seen it, but not enough to talk about it. So it's going in. Haven't seen. Roy, this next one's all you. Say the line.
Here we go.
Big Paul show. The Bizarrevarks. I think I pronounced that right.
Zardvark.
Bizarrevark, yeah.
I have never seen it, and I won't watch it. It is going in haven't seen.
That Disney Channel flow.
Every day, bro, with that Disney Channel flow.
Must watch.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen it.
Neither have I. I've just seen that one clip.
I look at the remaining shows. There are 2 guaranteed goated. My last goated spot is up for grabs, and Recess is just phenomenal.
Recess is so good.
There is nothing bad about this show, but it doesn't beat Drake and Josh.
Dude, I remember there was that episode where where he where she puts him in the square when he gets in trouble. In the box.
I was gonna talk about it. The box. I watched that episode recently. The show is amazing. But
Randall Weems, the snitch.
But I have come to terms with it's not better than Zoe 101. It's not better than Danny Phantom. It's not better than Hannah Montana.
It's up there with Zoe 101 and Hannah Montana, but it's
I have to put it behind Hannah Montana. It is ahead of iCarly. It is ahead of Victorious. It is ahead of the Proud Family. It does not beat the other 3 for me, and it definitely doesn't compete with Phineas and Ferb, Drake and Josh.
Oof, it's definitely competes, but it's not. I don't know if it's goated.
Okay, next up, I have not seen this show.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
I have not seen enough of the Goofy Show to care.
Oof.
I like Goofy.
Yeah, I love Goofy.
Nah.
The Goofy.
I don't know about the show.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Okay, next up, we got Austin and Ally. I've seen a little bit. I saw the spin over with Jesse. I can give it enjoyable.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Never watched.
I tried watching it. I remember when Disney Plus came out because I watched a bit of it and then never watched it and didn't finish it. And I was like, oh, I can't watch this.
Okay. Yeah. Next up. This is the hardest one for me. This is the hardest one for me. Because let's look at what we have left here. Yeah. We have Spongebob.
Well, you're spoiling the rest of the video, my guy.
I mean, they can see it. We have Fairly Odd Parents. We have Wizards of Waverly Place. We have Sweet Life on Deck. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. We have Kim Possible, and we have Jimmy Neutron. All of those shows, every single one of them, have an argument for goated. And so does Ned Declassified School Survival Guide. I watched this show every day after school growing up. I love this show with a passion. I am loving the fact that the guy who plays Ned, Devin, I can't remember his last name, is on TikTok now. Him and his wife are killing it on TikTok. I'm putting it at the top of must watch.
Yeah, it's in my must watch too.
It is very tough for me to put it at goated. I just look at the remaining shows and it could be a goated show, but I just can't. Where did you put it, Roy?
I put it on must watch.
Okay. Next up, The Wild Thornberrys. Great show. I enjoyed it. It's going in enjoyable. That's not enjoyable.
I haven't really seen it.
I love the kid.
Yes. Okay. Zach,
putting it in must watch for that reason.
Zach, I'm gonna let you take the reins on this one because I'm gonna get crucified for this show.
An absolutely goated show. Everyone knows it's going right at the top of goated. SpongeBob is like the best show around.
You're putting it ahead of. Okay.
For the first like 2 or 3 seasons, and now they're not. It's not nearly as good as it was at the beginning.
I would say like for the first I don't know how many seasons there are, but for the first good for 3 to 4 seasons at least.
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it?
Skill Crane, the hash singing slasher, the bowl episode where like is mayonnaise an instrument? There's so many goated lines.
Yeah. So now there's
so many goated episodes. It's great.
Roy, where are you putting it?
I'm putting it in goated.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to put it behind Proud Family.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely brutal.
I am not the biggest.
Everybody leave your hate comments down below.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna get hate for this.
Wumbo. You Wumbo. Wumbo. Wumboing.
Yeah, so
it's just great.
No, I can't.
It's probably my most watched show on the list.
For sure.
By far.
Okay, so we are going to quick fire some. I haven't seen this next one. Have you?
Ren and Stimpy?
No.
It's good.
Where are you putting it?
I'm gonna put it in enjoyable.
Okay, I don't know what this next show is.
Let me see.
There's no logo.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know what this next show is. Something robot.
My Teacher's a Robot, or My Teenage Robot.
Teenage Robot.
Never seen it. Have you?
Yeah, a bit.
Where are you putting it?
Enjoyable. That's good.
Okay, The Fred Show.
I've never seen it.
Never seen it, and I can't.
I've never seen it, but I'm putting it in trash.
You know what? I can agree with that.
You know what I've seen a bit of the movie, like clips of it, and it's pretty bad.
The only thing good about it is John Cena's his dad.
Oof. And that's.
You didn't know that?
Make it good. That doesn't make it good.
Yeah, it does. Okay. It's been a while since I've added one, but our next goated is here.
Goated. Yeah.
This is where Zach and I have had lots of arguments. Fair is better than SpongeBob.
No.
I do not care what anyone says. This show is goated.
It's goated. It's in goated, but it's not better.
Cosmo is better than SpongeBob himself. So
I don't have it in my goated.
It is in goated for me.
Ooh, you know what? There's another episode. There's another show on here that actually might knock it out of goated.
I think I can tell what it is, but next up we got
4 and goated right now.
Next up we have Jonas. I'm putting it in trash.
Same. Putting it in trash.
There were maybe 1 or 2 good episodes. It was such an unnecessary show.
Yeah, I don't even think they wanted to do it, to be honest.
No, they didn't.
It doesn't seem like they wanted to.
Okay, next up is Harry Danger.
Henry Danger.
Oh, Henry? Either way, haven't seen it.
Yeah, neither have I.
Okay, we have to talk about this next show. One thing that's an issue is we're running low on time. The Zoom call will end in 7 minutes. And we can just restart it and go from there, but it is what it is. Fish hooks. I have thought about this show, and I've talked about this before. I get high at night to fall asleep. I have thought about this show for the last 2 weeks at night, and I could not remember. I thought it was a dream. I thought I was thinking about random stuff. I saw a clip of it on TikTok the other day, and this show is just so bizarre. Everything about this show is bizarre.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
It is going in trash. But the show blows my mind.
What the hell?
I thought you guys have seen it. That makes me sad. I was ready for a fish hooks conversation about how bad it is.
I haven't seen
that. That hurts. Yeah. Okay. Next up, I said earlier, there were some goated ones at the end.
This is number 2 on my list.
This is number 1 on my list. Wizards of Waverly Place is one of the best shows ever released.
Goated. SpongeBob, then Wizards. That's what it is.
That's what I got too.
I can't put SpongeBob up there.
SpongeBob is the best.
There's nothing bad. Max, goated character. Even Justin was a good character.
Harper was goated. My guy Zeke was goated. Come on.
Honestly, Alex was a shitty person though.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was like her character though.
Yeah.
Are we gonna talk about the greatest, most ambitious crossover of all time? Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yes.
And The Sweet Life on Deck.
Better than any Endgame movie.
Fact.
Or any MCU movie.
Wizards is just amazing. Next up, we will discuss Good Luck Charlie. Great. Bob is the greatest show character of all time.
Bob Duncan.
Bob Duncan's goated. I'm putting this in enjoyable though.
Yeah, same. It's okay. She was better on in Lemonade Mouth and in.
Okay, so next up we have. It's tough. I know I just said Wizards of Waverly Place is the greatest show, but so I'm going to say this for both of us, for all of us. I say we take this as both Sweet Life on Deck and Sweet Life with Zach and Cody.
Okay.
We work it in as both. Because they are basically the same show, just one's on a goddamn cruise ship. They could have just continued the show and moved them on the cruise ship. So I think Zach and Cody, as a whole show, is the best released Disney product they have done in a long time. Wizards is literally up there with it. Those two are untouchable at the top.
SpongeBob's better.
I said Disney. I said Disney.
I was Disney, sure.
I said Disney.
Up there.
Disney, yeah, those are the top two.
I do not think anything can touch them. And before I hit the record button, I actually was trying to hit record so I could catch some of Zach's conversation. It's tough because Zach and Cody's going up to the top.
Yeah, which means I got to take something out.
Yeah.
And it's either Phineas and Ferb or Fairly Odd Parents, and I think it's Phineas and Ferb because I watched so much Fairly Odd Parents when I was a kid. But Phineas and Ferb was so good. So good. I mean, a lot of the shows in the must-watch I watched a ton of and were so good. Phineas and Ferb, iCarly, Recess, Hannah Montana, Ned's Declassified. So many good shows.
Yeah, it's so tough. Like,
Proud Family.
And I'm going to be honest, there's still two more shows that could go goated. They're not going to because
one for me.
Ooh.
Kim Possible's not a goated for me.
I didn't watch much.
I watched every single episode of Kim Possible. We'll get there. Next up, it's actually gonna be the next show we actually discuss because I don't think either of us have seen any of us have seen the next two shows.
Nope.
Dog with a Blog? No.
What is the next one? What is that?
I don't know.
It's the Tangled show.
Oh, okay. Tangled, goated Disney movie. Show I couldn't give a flying fuck about.
Oh, this is PG. We're doing kid shows.
I mean, I've literally sworn like 4 times.
Oh.
Every time I say it, I consider not saying it, and I'm like, it is what it is. This is gonna get 50 to 100 views.
Demonetized.
I'll take my. I've never
promote it.
I have never gotten demonetized for swearing in my videos.
Yeah, they just don't promote it.
That's fine. It is what it is. Actually, I always pass even that ad sustainability thing you got to check off. When you're monetizing your videos.
The what?
Yeah. Every time I pass for the swearing part, it never detects it. So I've never had an issue.
True.
Okay. Next up, we talk about Kim Possible. Zach said it's not goated for him. Great storyline. Great show. It's not like the rest of these shows. It had a storyline. It had a storyline, and I definitely think it could have been goated if this show didn't have if this list didn't have as many great shows. It is going right behind Zoe 101 in my must-watch.
I'm gonna put it in must-watch because I have Hey Arnold and Cat Dog and stuff in there.
Yeah.
But I would probably put it in enjoyable. But I'm gonna put it in must-watch at the end, towards the end.
What?
I got it in must watch.
Okay, and somehow the Kim Possible movie live action has 100% tomato score on Rotten Tomatoes and a 29% audience score.
How many reviews are there for the
Tomato 6?
Yeah, well.
Audience 250.
Well, there you go.
So we move on to another goated show discussed in the 4-part crossover game of Jimmy Neutron, Danny Phantom, Timmy Turner, and SpongeBob SquarePants. We have Jimmy Neutron himself, the OG flow god with that haircut. Jimmy Neutron. It's tough, man. When the Jimmy Neutron Fairly Odd Parents crossover, incredible.
The Jimmy
episode.
Timmy Power Hour.
Yes.
Yes.
The whole plot line of Jimmy Neutron is dope. I think it's Sparky the dog, the robot dog, Carl Sheen, just everything about
Carl
this show.
Is the best, man. Carl is so funny.
Everything is so good about this show. I'm putting it right behind Danny Phantom in must
For me, it's right behind Phineas and Ferb and Zoe 101 at the top.
And essentially, that is the last show we talk about, because as we mentioned at the start, we have not seen this. So, what do each of your goateds look like in order? Because I have mine. I think you guys can see my screen. I don't know if you're watching.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, I can see it.
I have mine as Wizards of Waverly Place. Zach and Cody at the top. Wizards, Drake and Josh, Phineas and Ferb, and Fairly Odd Parents.
Just a straight trash list. Like, there's a reason. There's a reason you get bullied on your videos by your comments.
What is your goated?
Mine is SpongeBob SquarePants, Wizards of Waverly Place, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, Drake and Josh, Fairly Odd Parents.
Roy?
Mine is SpongeBob, Sweet Life, Wizards, Drake and Josh, and Phineas and Ferb.
Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed these. I do want to say a big thank you to Smequle. Usually he doesn't do these tier list videos with us unless it's NBA related or sports related. So thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
Thank you again to Zach. Zach is my partner throughout these tier list videos. Once we hit 500,000 channel views, Zach's probably going to dip because that's when Zach gets a keyboard.
Yeah.
And he
how
probably
close are we to that? I forgot about that. We're not even close.
Don't even. Unless this gets like 40,000 views, we got a couple. You got at least a year.
How many? 500,000?
Yeah, I think I'm at 418,000.
We're getting there. You told me you were gonna have it by last May.
Yeah. I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you guys can see my page right now.
Yeah. I saw a nice Smequle video in the recommended.
Yeah, and there's also Smequle up top on the tabs if you see. 413,000 views. So make sure you guys get this view, share it with your friends, ask them if they agree with our list. If you disagree, leave it in the comments down below. I know I'm gonna get cooked. I'm getting cooked every day in the comments on my Office on our comedy tier list because I said The Office is trash, and I stand by my statement.
That's wrong.
And I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next video. Have a great day.
Peace.